11th of October every year has been set aside by UNICEF as International Day for the Girl Child. It is meant to celebrate girls globally, amplifying their voices, actions, and leadership. With this year's theme, Girls' Vision for the Future, it conveys both the need for urgent action and persistent hope driven by the power of girls' voices and a vision for the future. And this reflects a series of surmountable challenges a girl child faces every day and the resilience and determination to overcome them, making her stand at par with her male counterpart. Today's episode of Nigeria Today is dedicated to the girl's child and her vision for the future. My name is Victoria Clinton, and welcome to Nigeria Today. Now, joining me in the studio for the conversation is Dr. Asmau Benziz Leo. She is the Executive Director, Center for Nonviolence and Gender Advocacy in Nigeria, CENGAIN. You're welcome to Nigeria Today.
Thank you, Eukaria, and it's my pleasure to be here.
Now, also with us in the studio is Hajia Rukaya Ibrahim Kewa. She's a coordinator. BSWIP, stands for Broad Sustainable Women Economic Empowerment and Peace Initiative. You're welcome to Nigeria Today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Now, also with us here in the studio is Fatima Nuhu Gidado. She's a technical team member, BSWIP. You're welcome to Nigeria Today.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'll start with you, Hajia Rukaya. Now, this year's theme says Girls' Vision for the Future. Now, how does this theme resonate with you?
Thank you. Women and girls, we know, are among the vulnerables of the society. At the same time, they form the background of every society. So, meaning they are the future of any meaningful society. So, the theme of this year, Girls' Vision for the Future, is telling us that there is a need to protect the society by protecting the future of the society. That's the girl child.
Thank you very much. Now, to you, Asmau Benziz. Now, how can this theme, translate to reality?
Thank you, Eukaria. Girls' vision for the future can translate into reality in the sense that we first start every purpose on earth with a vision. And if you may ask every growing child, whether boy or girl, everyone has a vision for the future. I remember while growing up, they will always ask us as children, what do you really want to be in the future? And you hear some of us giving outrageous names like, for me, I really wanted to be a pilot. So when I see plane flying, I always desire to be a pilot. Some other girls will say they want to be doctors, some will say they want to be lawyers, and so on and so forth. So it starts with that desire. And believe you me, whatever desire a child can conceive, just like it is said, whatever you can conceive, you can achieve. It's just for us to nurture that dream. It's just for us to support it, create the enabling environment for every girl to thrive with her vision. And so the future can be determined based on the dream and the desire of the girl child.
Thank you. Now, to you, Fatima Nuhu, we talk about the girl child, the vision she has. Now, tell us, how can, tell us your own personal experience, growing up, just like Dr. Benziz told her that growing up, she had a vision.
I think that resonates with every girl child. We all had a dream. We wanted to be doctors, teachers, what have you. And what we, like in BSWIP, Broad Sustainable Women Economic Empowerment and Peace Initiative, is an NGO of the wife of the former governor of Bauchi State, Hajia Hadiza Abubakar. She has maintained this NGO, even being out of office. And one of our core objectives in BSWIP is uplifting the girl child education.
So back to you, Hajia Rukaya. Now, I know she has touched a little bit of what I wanted to ask about your NGO. Tell us what the NGO has been doing to ensure that this, theme comes to be, because just like Doctor said, and of course she said, every girl has a vision. But you see, most of the time, this vision, most of the dream don't come true. It just remains, will I say, just locked up in there. At the end of the day, you see, had I known, I wish. So what is your NGO doing to ensure that these girls fulfill their dreams?
Thank you so much. The only way in which we can say that these dreams of these girls comes to reality is by putting them to be visible. How do we do that? By giving them a voice, by training them, that's giving them a quality education. So we at our Birth Sustainable Economic Empowerment, what we do to uplift the life of the girl child is to assist them in getting a quality education, access to a quality education. Back when we started, we went around the state, because we started in Bauchi State, to get out a number of girls, out of school girls, to take them back to the classroom. And some of them would tell you that, okay, I've reached some social level in education, this is what I wanted to do. The aim is to uplift their voices, to be heard, to make them visible in the society, or else there will be no future for them as long as they stay at the background. So we help them to take them back to school. And what we do, again, after taking them back to school, we teach them, give them some training. The aim is to try to provide them with a kind of life that they will be able to use as a shield against the vices that they will face in the society, because we know they are among the vulnerable group. At the same time, they are delicate and complicated. So we try to uplift their voices also. But if we look at the ages of the girls in the first place, like the other time we went to some primary schools, what we do is to give them a topic that they will research by themselves, so that it will stay with them. That's what we try to teach them, will stay with them. So they did it in a form like a competition. They came, we gave them the topic, they research and they talk about it. So 10 years to come, when you ask that child or the girl, they will tell you that this is what we learned, this is what we are able to do. They will be able to at least to translate it into their living. So when we are talking about the other grown-up girls, like what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to have a lecture with our girls in Jiwa Chiefdom. So what we're going to do, these girls are older than the ones that we had before. So we're going to lecture them, because there is no how that you can impact them with the knowledge and the training that they will use it as a shield against the voices, and then to uplift their voices, than through education, than through learning. They are in the learning stage. They said even the adults are still in the learning stage, talk a little with the girls. So we keep teaching them, we keep learning, they're impacting the knowledge in them on how to protect themselves from the rest of the society, on how to uplift their voices. And they can only do that through quality education. And that's what we are doing. We're also partnering with education ministries, so that, because we can do better if we partner with education ministry, and we're doing that. We reach out to girls in school, and we reach out to the community through the Chiefdom, so that we can also get those that are out of school to try to get them back to school, and then teach them some ministry at least, so that we'll have girls that means a future for the society.
Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Asmau, as much as I know a lot of NGOs are out there to ensure that they empower the girls, give them a voice, just like Hajia has rightly mentioned, but there are challenges that are kind of in the way of girls that are working towards achieving their dreams. Now, what are some of these challenges, and how is your NGO trying to nip these challenges in the bud?
Okay, thank you very much, Eukaria. We, when I say we, the Center for Nonviolence Agenda Advocacy in Nigeria, we work towards the achievement of peace, gender equality, and sustainable development. And one of the key things we do is to ensure that women and girls grow up in a community, in homes, in institutions, that they can thrive without any form of violence. Communities that are peaceful, a country that is sustainable. When I say sustainable, in terms of the future, because sustainability starts when everything needed for the future generation is put in place while we are here, so that the upcoming generation will also have a place to thrive. That's why when you hear about sustainable development, the SDGs, it's all about talking about what are those things that can be left behind when our generation is gone. And so we try to work with schools, we try to work with policymakers, we try to work with the girls themselves, especially in terms of violence prevention. Violence, we know that is one of the key challenges that the Nigerian girl child faces. Every day on the street, you will see that girls will be hawking instead of going to school. In the homes, you will see that there's male preference. Girls are seen as just, an afterthought, but the boys are given more privileges than girls. And sometimes you also see that girls suffer violence from boys and men in the home, sometimes even those that are close to them. The issue of rape in the communities, the issue of even early or forced marriage, not even early, forced marriage, when the girl does not even have the agency, the desire for her to choose, or the decision for her to choose who she wants to marry. So all these things are challenges that are put together. But the major thing, sorry, I forgot to mention, is the issue of the social norms. You understand, our cultural, religious values that looks at girls as just properties and nothing else that can come out of them. So we need to, and for us as an organization, the first thing we do is to conscientize the community on the importance of the girl child. The girl child is equally as important as the boy, as the boy child. Sometimes when we go to communities like in northern Nigeria, there's one analogy I always give them, is that one thing that we know as time have evolved is that now in the northern part of Nigeria, men are even desiring to have daughters as what? As their children. Unlike before, that the boys are always having a field day and the girls are put behind and they are not given the opportunity to go to school. Now parents are deliberate in sending their girl child to school. They are deliberate in sponsoring them and giving them life skills, because they said something, and I always keep it very dear to my heart, that for them to give birth to a governor, like let me say it in Hausa, then I feel governor, I feel matan governor. That's to say, instead of me giving birth to a governor, it's even better I give birth to the wife of the governor. What does that go to show us? It shows us that it's not that the girl cannot aspire to be a governor, don't get me wrong, but sometimes they discover that the influence that the governor's wives normally have on their husbands and the general governance structure is even sometimes stronger and more important than the governor himself. So you see, that's how we are evolving to discover that girls have a place in the society when given the opportunity to also empower themselves.
Thank you very much for that analogy. Now, Fatima, that kind of brought a lot of memories into my when she was talking about women having a daughter that is the wife of the governor, because of the influence, of course, that they have. Now you see in a country today, you see that there is a huge disparity, between the male child and the female child, especially in terms of education. There are some, like say the courses that they will tell you, no, it's not for you, it's for the boys, like engineering. But you see that in other countries, you see the ladies going in to do that. So what are we doing as a people, or what should we do as a people to ensure that we bridge this gap?
Well, I think what we should do as a people is to encourage our girls. The sky is the limit. There's no course on earth that a girl child cannot go for. In fact, if you go to schools now, every single course that you have boys doing, girls are also doing those courses. So all we need to do as a society, as a nation, is to encourage our girls. They can do whatever it is that's out there.
So what is B-Sweep doing?
B-Sweep is enlightening girls. Just like the coordinator just said, we're having a program in Jiwa Chiefdom. We are getting 100 girls to raise awareness.
Just tell us the date.
12th of October.
12th of October.
Yes, in Jiwa community. We're having a program with 100 girls, and we are going to be there to talk to them, to tell them that education is the way forward, with their parents there also. Because even if we talk to the children, if the parents are not in sync with us, we will have issues. But I can rightly say that things have changed, or things are changing. Everybody wants his child to go to school, especially the girl child. We are trying to eliminate hawking. The girls should not be hawking, they should be in school just like their brothers are also in school. There are girl pilots, girl engineers, name it, whatever course it is, we have girls there. And we aim to tell them that the sky is the limit, you can do it. If your brother can do it, you can also do it.
Okay, it's a good thing that the wife of the former governor of Bauchi State is championing this, because if girls see her, you know, at the forefront of this advocacy,
Yes.
you know, they will be so encouraged to study.
Yes.
You know, thank you very much. We'll take a short break now and listen to some Nigerians on the street on this issue of the girl child in the country, and how to empower the girl child and why it is necessary to empower the girl child. As put together by Thomas Obletere. Don't go away.
Girl child, they face so many challenges. There is sexism, they face challenges politically, socially, economically, and psychologically. A girl child, the pain that girls go through, like, I don't know, and the thing is that it messes with their mental health. That is why some guys will be like, why do we only celebrate women? Why is it women? It's because women are not given the chance. If you empower a woman, I'm not saying this just because I'm a woman, but if you empower a woman, it will go far, because it's like you're empowering a nation.
I will also say, even in the political aspects, they feel the male child should always be at the top. For example, like being our president, they always want the male to be the president, to rule the country. But to my own opinion, I feel even the female child can also rule the country and do better.
If you check Nigeria, they are not treating, in some aspects, they are not treating the girl child very well. They give them most roles, like in various business places or companies, they are not being given to girl child because they feel girl child are not capable to handle such position. But no, they are more capable.
When given the opportunity, women have so much to offer. They have so many talents, and like they have so many things to contribute into the society, but like they are not given the chance to do, because they're like mostly shunned, and they are always told that you are a woman, stay in your place. But it's wrong, and like there are actually women out there who can do more for the society.
We also want to advise, I would say government should do more in protecting our girls. They are very, very open to evil vices such as rape, trafficking, and all sorts. Government should actually help us to take care of this issue. It's ongoing and it's really not good for our nation.
Welcome back. This is still Nigeria Today, and we are talking about empowering girls for the future. And of course, I have here in the studio with me three ladies to talk about this issue. Now, back to you, Hajia Rukaya Ibrahim. You heard what the ladies they have to say. You know, as much as, okay, they've said quite a lot, we still know that there are some issues in the society that also has to be addressed. We're talking about the cultural, you know, challenges and the rest of them. So talk to us about what communities, the role of the communities, traditional leaders in ensuring that girls achieve their dreams.
Thank you. We seem to be going round and round over the years, because all the time, anything that concerns the girl child, when we're talking about the girl child, you see us also talking about the woman, because if the girl child becomes the woman of tomorrow. So we sometimes seems to be going round and round, because when we are formulating policies, all those stakeholders in community are being taken together. The religious leaders, the royal fathers, the educationists, and so on. But then, what we really want to we need to focus our attention is the gender mainstreaming. We need to create an enabling environment in order to see these girls achieve what we want them to achieve, in order for them to be the mothers and then the leaders of tomorrow. When my sister is saying that for you to get back to a governor, it's better you get back to the wife of the governor, because of the compassion that a woman has, or the girl child who will then become the woman have. But what if she becomes the governor? That's double. That's double. So just imagine. So, but for her to be able to do that, we need an enabling environment. That's where gender mainstreaming should come. We know there's a difference between a male and a female. There's a difference between a boy and a girl. So that's why sometimes we see that sometimes the society seems to think that over the years focus on boys having more privilege than the girls, because the society is favors them more than the girl child. So what we do, if we mainstream gender issues into all things that we do, you find that the girl child will have an enabling environment for her to expire for anything that she wanted to do. And there's no any community that will shun at what the girl child will come out to do, because the environment is suitable and compatible to whatever that she's doing. If we are talking about the maybe northern part of the country or southern part of the country, we have some different cultures, and we're talking about the religion also. So we make the environment suitable to cater for all these differences that we have. We cannot do away with our culture, we cannot do away with our religion, but then we can work around it without well, how will I say it? We can work around it without even trying to offend any culture or offend any religion.
Okay.
So we need gender mainstreaming. In that way, there will be another environment for the girl to aspire for anything that she wants to become.
Thank you very, very much. Now, back to you, Fatima. Now, talk to us about what your NGO is doing to mark, to the day, the International Girl Child's Day.
Okay. B-Sweep is marking the International Day of the Girl Child, 12th of October, in Jiwa Chiefdom.
Just tell us the day. The Saturday,
the 12th of October, in Jiwa Chiefdom. So what we're doing is we're going to go there. We're getting 100 girls. We're going to sit down with them. We're going to talk to them. Just like you rightly said, that when the girls see that this is a wife of a former governor and she's there with them, telling them that this is how life is. You can aspire to be whatever you want to be, so long as the girl child is protected and educated. The sky is the limit.
Sister Ikira, can I add something?
Okay. Add something.
Just as I talk about gender mainstreaming and taking care of all the culture and the religious aspects that we have in our community, today is the day set aside to celebrate the girl child. Then why is B-Sweep celebrating it? So we just look at the community. Even the chief of Jiwa, maybe because he is attending the program, and other men too. They would like to go to the mosque on Friday. So if we celebrate it on Friday, it's like we're cutting them out, because we don't want to cut anybody out. If you're talking about the girls, the men are there also. They should also be educated and know how to protect the girl child for the future. That's why we extend it to Saturday, so that everybody can be there.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Dr. Asmau, just give us your final words on these issues and what your NGO is also doing.
Okay, thank you. Our NGO is singing presently as I'm talking to you. Like today, we rounded up a kind of awareness creation on safe digital spaces, where we educate, especially the girl child, on the use of digital technology, talking about internet, because that's one of the easiest ways they are exposed to. And with this, we know that there's a limit to which adults can actually censor what goes on the internet. So many girls are being trafficked because they connected with a pedophile or someone who is, dangerous to their life. Maybe it could be a friend, it could be a teacher or someone that can traffic them out. And because they just give them an opportunity, there is an opportunity abroad, come, you want to. So many of these issues happens from the digital space, and it is important for us to educate the girl child. And it continues from Monday, because we just did it today, Monday and Tuesday. And this is taking place currently in Plateau State. Next week, it will be another session for schools in here in Abuja. And the essence of it is to empower the girl child with the needed knowledge, and also policymakers to see the importance where girl child should also be carried along in terms of policy formulation implementation, and also to be aware
Thank
of
you
the
very
dangers
much.
out there.
Thank you very much. That was Dr. Asma'u Benzizlio, is Executive Director, Center for Nonviolence and Gender Advocacy in Nigeria, Sengin. Thank you so much for your time and your thought. And we also had Hajia Rukaya Ibrahim Kewa. She's a coordinator of BISWIP, which is a broad Sustainable Women Economic Empowerment and Peace Initiative. Thank you so much for your time and your contribution. And also I had Fatima Nuhu Gidado. She's a technical team member, BISWIP. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kira. Thank you very much.
And thank you for being part of the program. Remember, Nigeria Today airs every weekday at 7:30 on NTU News 24. You can also check out this episode and others on www.youtube.com/NTU News 24 Hub. Once again, thank you for being there. I am Eukaria Clinton. Goodbye.